Like going to jail at 18 seemed cool. You know, part of being in the streets. You know, you go do a prison bid. You know, you come home, everyone's like, "Hey, big celebration." Maybe you put some weight on, you lifted some weights, and you know, stuff like that. You know, but at 28, it seemed pathetic to me that I was going back to jail. Like somehow my mind had shifted, and it wasn't cool. 18, it was cool. 28, it was not cool. 45, it would have been less cool. And here I am now. I couldn't imagine sitting in a jail cell right now. It's just not the way. And that's a decision you have to make for yourself, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's nothing anyone can convince you of. It's like trying to convince someone to get clean. It's very difficult to do. It's a personal decision you got to make. You know, it's not easy. It's not an easy path, but you know, you just have to decide that you don't want to live like that anymore. You know, and you know, I didn't want to live like that. I didn't want to be in jail, man. I like being free. I like coming and going as I please, broke or not. I like being free. You know, being free is so much better. But let me add this real quick. Life can be hard. And when I first got out, I felt like I wanted to go back. That's the other thing that jail does to you. You don't have any responsibility. You got your food coming to you. You don't have to worry about paying rent. There's a lot of things that are restricted, but you are taken care of. And then you come out to real life and you're like, oh, I got to get a job. What? I got to pay bills. Oh, I just paid that last month. It's coming again. So I understand that frame of thinking too. Life can be overwhelming when you, for the last 2 years or 5 years or 10 years, you've been essentially taken care of. You know, that's the other thing about, you know, like prison reentry programs and stuff like that. That's why, just on a different note, those things are important too. I heard someone say one time, I watched a program, I think it was Tim Robbins, going into prisons and teaching, they were doing mime stuff, teaching men how to express themselves. Men have a hard time expressing themselves, you know? That's where you get all this road rage and stuff like that, you know? Because it comes out in anger. Fights. People at 40 still in fist fights. I'm like, what? You're still fighting? What?
Yeah.
What are you, really? You got into a fight last night? You know? I hang out at Barnes and Nobles. Nobody's fighting there, right? But he made a good point. He made a good point. He said, what society doesn't understand, like, you know, we're like, it's jail. They need to be punished. No programs, no college courses. They need to be punished. What society doesn't understand that eventually these men are being released. They're coming back out. How do you want them to come out? Having been punished for the last decade? Or do you want them to be educated? Do you want them to have some sensitivity training? Do you want them to be able to express themselves? Do you want them to be able to get some skills? So how do you want them coming back out? Because they're coming back out. And that's a whole nother discussion and all that. It just, you know, kind of popped up in my head. You know,
that was good.
That things can be hard sometimes, but you have to make the decision what you want to, you know, how you want to live your life. You know, and being broke is tough, but being locked up is even tougher. You know, when your freedom is restricted. You know, when you're just looking out of a tiny window, watching the world just go by. You know, so I prefer my life now. You know, and I'm not satisfied completely with it. I don't always like it. Today I was, you know, hanging sheetrock, inhaling fibers, and it's sweaty, and I'm itching, and I'm like, this sucks. But you know what? I'm not locked up. I'm not hurt, and I just don't like my job. My life's been worse than that. You know, my life has been way worse than that. So it isn't too bad now. I'm thankful. You know, I hate my job, but I'm thankful. You know, I'm thankful I got it, you know? So that's all.
That's really good. All right. Yeah, because we started a little bit late. So
yeah.
We're good. So we can get up out of here.
All right.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is John
J.
F.
J.
What? J.
John J Fontanez.
John J Fontanez. You know, I met a Fontanez today. I forget his first name, but he was a Fontanez.
In North Carolina?
Yep, in North Carolina.
Nice. Maybe you met my brother.
You have one?
Yeah, he lives down there. Yeah.
Where does he live? Is he big?
Big as in
like
tall?
No, not really tall, but like.
Oh, like muscular?
Yeah.
Nah. He's a little round.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All my family down there in North Carolina. Yeah, my sisters live. Like I said, my sisters live down there. My brother lives down there. So.
Okay. Man, this has been really good talking about this criminal record. You told us how it has affected you. You've also given us, you told us details about how it's affected you. You also gave us some structure on what we need to do. You educated us about expungement. You told us to do our research to see if our thing is expungible. You also told us to take something. You said something is better than nothing, and put together that plan. You told us about that you're 45, now about to finish up your bachelor's, starting up in June. You said you're also thinking about going to grad school. You filled us up today. You juiced us up, and man, that's pretty good. What is this, our sixth or seventh?
This is our seventh, actually. Yeah.
This is our seventh conversation. And we got one more.
One more, yeah.
We got one more, and I'm pretty excited. I speak to people all the time when I'm talking to them about your story. Yeah. So I know you're working diligently behind the scenes and behind all the other things you have going on in life in regards to setting up, your podcast. But I truly believe in the content that you're going to speak about. I know I shared with you in regards to checking out Spreaker as a good place to get familiar with as far as uploading and editing and things of that nature. But I'm excited, and I have the people excited, and we wish you nothing but success, man. So continue to be great, and absolutely. And I look forward to our next and last conversation, where I think we're going to do something special, and we're going to have some fun with it.
Okay.
So stay tuned, guys.
All right.
This is John J Fontanez. This is John J Fontanez, and you guys know me. I'm Billionaire Brown. This has been another Billionaire Brown experience. Till next time, continue to be.
I'm fired up and I'm ready to go. I'm fired up and I'm ready to go. I'm fired up and I'm ready to go. This is the Billionaire Brown experience. Let's go.